What up, guys? It's your boy, What If God here. I'm back out again with another part to what if deku was Spider-Man 2099. Now then, let's get started. So, we're gonna start this part off with, after he went into the secret, meeting that the heroes were having along with the students as to what they're gonna do with the yakuzas and how they're gonna do it. Now then, it's the same day, and it is 4 days before the raid. Dick is gonna do it with 2 days before them, and yeah. So it's that same day. Actually, it's nighttime now. As Deku is swinging along, checking to see if there's anything else he can do, to help cleanse the city, because the city is still in danger because there's more villains now because of Venom and the Sinister Seven. Well, I think the Sinister Six. After their attack on the hero camp, they started spreading chaos. Now, Deku took down 2 of them, so he's out looking for them, for the rest of them. Now then, he swings by as he sees a guy, or he hears a guy screaming for help, or begging for help, or begging for mercy, I may say. As Deku swings there, and he sees a man who has a gun pointed to the man screaming for help. Now then, Deku sees it, and he knows that it's a big white skull on his shirt. Deku doesn't know who that is or who he's trying to be. All he knows is he gotta go in there and save the guy's life. So he starts swinging along there, and he shoots a web. And it's right before the man gets the man in the white skull suit begins to pull the trigger. A web shoots, webbing the gun towards the wall. Deku lands and kicks, the dude in the face. The dude gets sent back. Gets hit. He hits the wall. And he gets up and he goes on to say, "What the hell was that for? And who the hell are you?" And Deku goes on to say, "What was that for? You just about to take his life. As for who am I should ask you the same question. Who are you?" As the man gets up, he wipes his mouth and he goes on to say, "Nice kick, by the way. And why I'm killing him, or was I about to before you jump in, was because he is a criminal. He robbed the innocent. He killed innocent people. This man deserves death. That is his punishment." As Deku says, "Well, I can't allow you to do that. You can't kill him." And he also then goes on to say, "Oh yeah? What if I tell you that he's working for someone that I need answers for?" Deku says, "Working for who, may I ask?" The man then goes on to say, "Well, I'll tell you just once one thing. I'm looking for this group. And he knows who they are. The best way to get my answers is through this form of treatment." As Deku then looks at the guy and asks him, "Do you know anything he knows? Well, do you know anything? Do you know what he's talking about?" The guy shakes his head saying, No, I don't." As Punisher then grabs his other pistol and shoots it in the man's leg. The man screams out. Deku turns around and says, "What are you doing?" "I'm getting answers. That's what I'm doing. Now speak." And he takes out a grenade. He walks toward him. And then he says, "Don't speak. I'll shove this grenade down your throat, blowing you sky high. You don't want that, do you?" The man shaking his head no. And he then goes on to say, "Good. Now answer my questions. Who is the guy in the mask? It's a beak-like mask. Who is he? What group is he from? And where is he?" The man then goes on to say, I don't know. Honest." As the man says, "Tick-tock." And Stig's like, "What are you doing? you stop. You're crazy. Stop it. And you know, the man then goes on and say, sorry, kid. This is a job for the big boys. As he then goes to punch Deku, Deku dodges it. As he shoots a web, shooting him, shooting the web at his arm. As the arm goes back on the wall, as he then decides to, well, he gets his knife out and he cuts the web off. And as he goes on and says, now you done it, kid. You pissed me off. I gave you time to leave and let me handle these things. But you done pissed me off. And when you piss me off, I don't hesitate. I go berserker mode. As he takes out, guns, to be honest with you, and he starts shooting at Deku. Deku's dodging the bullet. The man tries to crawl away, but the dude says, where do you think you're going? As he shoots him in his arm, the man screams out in agony and pain. And, Deku shoots, dodges webs, dodging the bullets. He runs up and tries to punch this guy. The guy dodges it and knees Deku as he sucker punch him with some, what you call those things? Knuckle dusters or whatever. And, it hits Deku. Deku falls and hit the ground. And as the man's crawling away, and he then goes to say, tell me who. At least tell me what group is he part of. As he then goes to say, will you let me live? He then says, of course. You have my word. I'll let you live. As the man says, okay. He was a group known as the Yakuzas. And the leader is, his name is as all of a sudden his head gets blown off. As the man looks to see that this is the man in shadow figure, who then puts away his sniper, what looks to be a sniper, as he then begins to run away. As he goes on to say, damn. Well, at least I got what group he's part of. Now it's time for the real hunt. As Deku gets back on his feet, goes on and says, okay, I need answers. Who are you? As, you hear sirens in the background. As he then goes on to say, well, if you really want to know, the name's Punisher, by the way. And you should leave. Cops will be here in any second now. Goodbye. Who are you again? I'm Spider-Man. Sure you are, kid. Sure. I've seen the real Spider-Man in action. And you are nothing like him. You're more brutal. You're less talkative. Who are you? You're an imposter. But I'll let that slide. Until we meet again. Hopefully we don't. But if I feel like we do, next time, I'll blow your head off. Promise you that. As he throws his flashbangs, after it clears, after they get his eyesight back, he disappears. As Dick goes on to say, Punisher? What the fuck type name is that? Anyways, doesn't matter. We gotta get out of here before the cops get here. As he rocket boosts his way, and boom. Time skip 2 days now later. It is the day of the raid, for Deku at least, because he's doing it early. He's doing way much, he's doing better. He's going to do it faster than what the heroes can do. So, we do have the beginning of the day. As Deku found out where the Yakuza clan or gang is, or mafia, and he gets there, and he gets there and all of a sudden he sees bodies. He quickly jumps down, quickly swings there. As he goes and looks around, nothing but bodies. Drop and drop. He hears the sound of gunfire. And the loud and the sound of screaming going on. As you know, bad happens, right? So he quickly runs as he sees bodies dropping left and right. He sees a man, the same man he saw last night. Deku goes on to say, yeah. As Punisher turns around and goes on to say, oh, Spider-Man, how's it going? I see you decided to came. You're a little late, though. You already see that I would kill these people. As Deku's like, whatever. I came here to save the girl. That's it. As Punisher goes on to say, well, I came to kill the group. Looks like we kind of have to work together. I don't like it. So I figured that you'll leave now. I can handle these guys all by myself. And Deku's like, I don't think so. What's your quirk anyways? Quirk? I'm quirkless. What do you mean? See how I did all of this without no quirk? Amazing how quirkless people can actually work. As Deku's like, you're quirkless. I see. What is this, on a personal scale to you or something? What did the Yakuza do to you? His Punisher then goes on to say, that's none of your business. What they did to me. All that matters is I came to kill him. And you won't stop me. And as Deku's like, as much as it pains me to say this, but we're gonna have to work together. But you won't kill when I'm around. As Punisher said, who are you? My boss? I don't think so. I kill who I deem is necessary to kill. And that's a whole lot of people that needs to be killed. As Punisher reloads his gun. And Deku goes on to say, come on. At least injure them. As Punisher goes on to say, fine, I can do that for you. As he done hear some more footsteps coming, more screaming. More yelling. As Punisher then says, well, looks like we better get going. As Punisher begins to run, so does Deku. And you might be wondering about that big dude. Yeah, he's dead. Yeah, the one that Rikia, Michaku, and Arasui fought. Yeah, he died. He dead. Yeah, he shot his ass in the fucking head. It took time, but he did shoot him dead. As for, yeah. Now, for the people, the three people with the quirks, right? Or the four people, the short one with the ability to chomp practically every fucking thing. The dude with the crystals and the other dude. Along with the dude who can absorb your stamina. Yeah, they're all fighting Punisher right now. Punisher told Deku that he can handle these guys. All he has to do is go and find the girl. But if they find the leader, his name is Chisaki, by the way, aka Overhaul. And if you find him, that don't touch him. I'ma put a bullet in his head. Now then, Deku tells him he can't do. If I find him, I'm gonna take him down. And Punisher says, fine, whatever. As they go to separate ways, Punisher taking all four of them instead, which is a lot different because Punisher goes for the headshots. I'm just saying, he mostly goes for headshots. So yeah, they're gonna die pretty quick, but at the same time, it's gonna be kind of a fight. Now then, as for the guy on the wall, yeah, Punisher took care of him. It's called grenades. Punisher just threw grenades everywhere in the fucking room. blowing the walls to pieces, which forced the god to come out, and he shoots his ass in the head, killing him. Um, but yeah, Punisher's quirkless. He just carries a lot of fucking guns. He actually has a duffel bag, so filled with guns and explosives. So yeah, basically, no. Deku swinging inside the building, cashing out to Chisaki, and Eri and his other guy. Looks to be his right-hand man. Now then, the heroes actually come early because they heard, they saw explosives, smoke and whatnot. They heard gunfire and gunshots. Cops called the heroes. The people who were investigating this, or it was like the raid, they came. They saw bodies drop, and they just go inside. They were horrified because of all the bodies that were there, that was dead, covered in blood. And they keep on walking. They heard the sound of gunfire, gunshots going on. And, yeah. So, with that out of the way. As you do have Deku who gets into the area. As he lands, as he then looks around, he sees Eri, and, he goes on to say, "Hey, Chisaki, or Overhaul." And Overhaul turns on and goes, "Are you talking to me?" "Can't be talking to me. I don't even know who you are." As Deku says, "Don't worry about that. I'm here for the girl. Just hand over and just surrender and you won't get hurt. And I might not kill you." And Overhaul laughs. He goes on to say, "Kill me? Aren't you a hero? Heroes don't kill. Sorry about that. Spider-Man, was it? Sorry, but I do not believe you will kill me. Injure me, that could happen. But you will never cross the line of killing, now would you?" Deku then, says, "If it has to be, I'll kill you." And, Overhaul says, "Well then, sorry to say this to you, but I have no room to fight. Actually, that's what I call someone special. You see, I had hired someone ever since you started becoming on my trail. So, there's a surprise coming towards you. In fact, it should be in 3, 2, as Deku dodges out of the way. As you do have, tendrils flying around, or tentacles flying around everywhere. As Deku, dodge every last one of them. This thing goes on to say, well, look who it is. If it isn't Dr. Octavius, just the man I was looking for. Or, wait. As the Squid God goes on to say, Dr. Octavius is my grandfather's name. I do cherish the name Dr. Ott. I prefer that name, actually. And, Deku goes on to say, well, I guess that suits you. The name's Spider-Man, by the way, if you haven't noticed. Dr. Octopus then goes on to say, I don't think you're Spider-Man. I killed Spider-Man. In fact, I know his identity. You want me to tell it to you? Instead, goes on to say, sure, why not? Tell me. He goes on to say, his name was Izuku O'Hara. Pesky name, pesky pest. Always interrupting our plans. Always defeating us. Collectively, I created a team. Or, should I say, someone else created the team. We managed to kill him, relatively with ease. You should have seen the look on his face. Priceless. And the look on the other students when we came and they saw their friend lying on the bed, lying on the floor, dead, by the way. That was so funny. Up until the Flame Hero came in and interrupted everything. But hey, I guess that's what works with heroes. Always coming to save the day. That's about it. That's the story of how I killed Izuku O'Hara, aka Spider-Man. As Deku goes on to say, well then, it's a good thing that he had, a student, you could say. As Dr. Octopus has a weird smile on his face, saying, oh, a student. Very interesting indeed. So, is this your quirk, or did he just give you his DNA? You could say both. Or, you could say I was bitten by something, and I gained my powers. Enough talk, Dr. Squidliam. Let's fight. As they begin to fight, and, his Deku dodging his tendrils as he grabs one of them. Holy shit. As he grabs one of them, and, he yanks himself towards Dr. Ock, as he, dodges a punch, as he shoots a web, as he knows Chisaki is getting out of there. As he sees Eri, Deku wanted to save her, then, shoots a web, actually hitting the rock that Chisaki was on, as he yanks it down, forcing the rock, forcing both of them to fall. And, Chisaki deconstructs or matter. I forgot his quirk. I know it's matter or something. Damn, I forgot. It's a pretty powerful quirk too. Overhaul. That's an overhaul. And, he creates something to stop its fall and whatnot. And, Deku runs towards Chisaki, going to grab Eri. As Spike's coming out from the ground, Deku jumps up and dodges it. And, you do have a tentacle going towards Deku pretty fast as well. And, Deku barely was able to dodge it, but he dodged it, just barely. Deku grabs it and, towards himself up, kicking Chisaki in the face. And, and he's then dodging all of, Chisaki's strikes. As he knows something about his quirk. If he touches something, you're done for. So he decides not to touch it. What he does is he shoots out webs, stopping him, doing this and that. Chisaki bench up Eri. Eri starts running, she tries to run away. And, she's crying, she's scared. And she do have Octopus, he grabs her, he squeezes her. And, he just says, oh, Spider-Man, look who we have here. As he's dangling her, not even dangling her, just squeezing her. And as he goes on to say, yes, the route of a hero is either I'd rather that you just give yourself up and allow me to kill you. Oh, hell. Allow my friend here to kill you. And let us go on our business way. We have a very important project, an experiment we're working on. And this little girl is the key to our success. Isn't that right? As, he squeezes tighter. And she's barely able to breathe, but she's crying, heavily. Because I'm saying this one, she's been more tortured. She has more cuts and bruises than ever. She's been through some shit all because of just Overhaul alone put her some shit. And that's actually his daughter, by the way. And this would have. And then Doc Ock came in and fucked up everything even more. So Chisaki and Dr. Octopus actually made a deal that they would work together to create Quirk cleansing bullets along with Quirk returning bullets. And they make the profit and live in lavish. Now then, with that being said, Deku. Now then, so Dr. Octavius, not Dr. Octavius, it's not him. But Dr. Ock begins to say, oh well. Now, Hero, Spider-Man, I advise that you allow us to kill you. Well, the girl, you have my word. As Deku, sees Ares' face, and he then goes on to say, I don't think so. I plan on saving that little girl. And I plan on taking care of her, whether you guys like it or not. Oh? Well then, this should be interesting. Very, very interesting. As he tosses Ares, you know what Chisaki does? He laughs. He actually damaged her by creating a little small little knife and throwing it while cutting her. Actually stabbing in her arm. She yells in agony. And, yeah. This pisses off Deku. So Deku runs. He tries to web her up, but, yeah. Yeah, Chisaki got away with that. Deku's now fighting both Doc Ock and Overhaul at the same time. Now then, while he's fighting that, he's dodging the best he can. His suit is very much durable. They're only chipping away at certain pieces. And you do have the Punisher who comes in. These are all tired and all bruised out because it was a difficult fight, yet it was pretty easy. And fast. As he has, he starts shooting shots at Chisaki and Arthur, Octavius. Now then, and Chisaki goes on to say, what the hell? Who are you? Another hero? As Punisher goes on to say, a hero? No. Damn sure no hero. I'm quirkless. Why would a quirkless person want to be a hero anyway? No. Who am I? I'm what the people call the Punisher. And you will be punished for your crimes. It's just like he goes on to say, what do I even did to you to deserve the Punisher after me? Oh, you know exactly what you did Overhaul. You killed my family. And I'm gonna kill you. And it's just like he goes on to say, you have to explain yourself. You see, I killed a lot of people, family. Hell, I killed half actually. So please, who are you? Explain yourself. As Punisher takes off his mask, which he did have on, but he doesn't fucking use it now, because what the fuck is the point? As Chisaki sees him, he goes and says, ah, I see. I understand now. Well, too bad you're gonna die. Just like the rest of your family. Oh, how your wife screamed in pain. Your son and your daughter. Oh, how they beg for help and how they beg for the pups. And they die right there. And you, a bullet, I actually thought I'll kill you. Well, one of my goons did at least. I guess I should have killed you when I had the chance. Well, time for you to die now. As he tries to, kill Punisher. It doesn't work, per se, but he does injure him. So, that's something, right? Now that, with that out of the way. As you have the rest of the heroes, marching in. You have, Uraraka, Asui, Kirishima, Fat Gum, Tamaki, Melissa, Mirio, he do have Hard Lock or Rock Lock, Night Eye. You do have Ryuku, and yeah. A lot of people I'm gonna say that was in there because those are the only people I remember in there. So don't be hating on me, please. Now then, that way, you do have Mirio Musa who then goes on to charge and help out Deku and whatnot. Now then, as they're actually, Chisaki and Dr. Octopus are getting overwhelmed because there's so much shit they have to deal with. Mirio's doing his permeation, which he does not get his quirk taken away. Hell no. Does he get injured? Oh, fuck yes. He gets totally injured. Because Dr. Octavius catching that he's learning. And, Chisaki is just barraging that shit. Now then, they're getting irritated. They decide to fall back. And, we go back to the new hideout. The hideout. And rest there and go back on some experiments. And Chisaki then goes on to say, very well then. Where is Eri? Where is she at? As Doctor says, over there. As he goes on to say, Eri, come now. As Eri's walking towards Chisaki, Deku seeing this, he then shoots a web at Eri, actually yanking her towards him as he jumps away. Chisaki then goes on to say, Spider-Man, hand me my daughter now. I'll crush you like the bug you are. Ooh, haven't heard that one before. But no, you're such an abusive father. Like, chill out, man. Learn how to love your daughter. I guess that won't never work for you. He sees Punisher on the ground, barely alive. And Stig's like, can't have you go into jail. So, he shoots a web towards Punisher, yanking him towards him, catching him. And, as Deku then is on the wall, the Punisher and Eri. Eri's holding on to him. And, Deku then goes on to say, well, it was nice meeting you guys, but I got to go. Can't be captured by heroes, now can I? That wouldn't be good, for me at least. Or him. Well then, goodbye. As he boosters away. And, that's it. Well guys, this has been what I've got here. Signing off, please.